of the supersonic shockwave of a Phantom flying supersonic at 100 feet altitude. Yeah, the trees it flew over, they were horizontal, not vertical anymore. We're talking tornado strength air.
Tornado describes what Plenia flies, the new Eurofighter, nicknamed the Typhoon.
We've been doing quite a lot of air combat manoeuvring lately, going up and fighting each other. It's like a sport of kings, really. And we're always going to whip their ass with an aeroplane like this.
You can just point it straight at the skies and it will just keep on going, and it will go until you run out of fuel.
The Typhoon flies more than twice the speed of sound, though you may not know it.
Because it accelerates so well that sometimes we've had guys go in supersonic unintentionally. We're like, oops, that was a little fast. You don't feel it, you don't hear it.
You hear it far below, the sound of the speed of sound. Supersonic flight is a two-edged sword. With speed comes danger.
If something did go wrong at those sort of speeds, you've got very little time to actually do much about it.
Come right to a heading of 270.
The Eurofighter has just entered service. To get up to speed and rehearse for disaster, all Typhoon pilots train on a simulator.
The first thing you do is get away from the ground. Obviously, the ground's got a pretty high probability of killing you if you get anywhere near it. Get the engines to idle to start off with, just to slow the aeroplane down. And really, the big thing we teach people is to make sure, stay calm and controlled on what's happening. Fly the aircraft first, so get it safely away from the ground, and then get on with what the problem is.
The airplane's computers will prevent the pilot from hurting the airplane, but that doesn't mean the pilot can hurt himself with the airplane. The feeling on takeoff, just to feel that power, if anybody wants to try that one out, go to your local football team and wait for the defense to tackle you. That's what it feels like.
A sudden change in speed or direction magnifies the force of gravity. Pilots call it pulling G's.
The way G's work is, at 2 G's, your body feels like it weighs twice as much as it already does. At 7.5 G's, that's 7.5 times what your body weighs.
Being squished down.
Like you have a 1,000-pound person, you know, pressing up against your chest and your thighs.
Trying to move your arms, legs, your head, trying to turn your head, everything becomes that much more difficult under G's.
The only real comparison is go on a carnival ride, one of the loop-de-loops. I think they range from 3.5 to 5.5 Gs by now. Take that times 2 and you know what this feels. And it's not just for 2 or 3 seconds like on those rides. This may go up to 60 seconds, even more, if we had to.
And sometimes they have to. G-forces are worst during tight turns. Gravity forces blood toward the legs, away from the brain. Less blood, less oxygen. Tunnel vision sets in. Color fades, then blackout.